going on, Wanda fans? In today's video, we're going to be reviewing WandaVision episode 8. I love this episode, man. The way that we got to see how Agatha Harkness's background unfolds and why it pertains to Wanda is so incredible. But before we get into this review, I need everybody to go ahead, like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. I just want everyone to be aware of everything I post this year, this month. You already know the drill. So let's get this thing rolling. Now, before we jump into this breakdown, I want to give everyone a chance to go ahead and watch WandaVision, okay? I'm giving out a full spoiler disclaimer. If you haven't seen episode 7 or 8, I suggest you go watch those first, then return, and you can enjoy the review, okay? But for everyone who is up to date, just like myself, let's talk about it, all right? Now, we got to see Agatha Harkness and a little bit of her background. I really enjoyed seeing her at the Salem witch trial. I like that she was on trial, not by regular humans, but by witches. They tried to kill her with magic, but the dark magic in her kind of subsided and took everyone's life form. Like, everyone just kind of like shriveled up and like fell, and she was like very powerful. She ended up killing even her mother, and they had her on trial for using dark magic. Okay, that's why she's been able to live so long and such stuff like that, because obviously the Salem witch trials were in like the 1600s or something like that. So we get to also see Wanda's background. Not necessarily things that we haven't seen, but we've never really got to see in depth to where she came from. Or I'm sure that Marvel wasn't really thinking about doing a Scarlet Witch show down the line, so they kind of had to shove it all in this episode. But we got to see her parents. We got to see what led up to her losing her parents. We got to see a very intimate scene with her and Vision that I liked. I enjoyed it because I needed to see more of them before Vision died, okay? It was almost like a secret, their relationship in the Avenger movies, so we never got to really see them in love. They kind of just said it. But anyway, we ultimately learn that Agatha Harkness is a witch who is trying to learn how Wanda was able to take over a whole town using a hex or magic. She just didn't understand. Agatha's able to do small magic and turn things into other things and, you know, like regular magic, but she is baffled to the fact that Wanda can do this, so that's why she's been at it all along, sending all these things to kind of do a little digging and ultimately break Wanda into letting her know what's going on, because she wants to know, how can you do magic and have it running on autopilot all the way down the street and on the other side of town? And I really love that we don't have to think of who the villain is going to be anymore. Like, we just know. At this point, we know that Wanda started it all out of grief, out of losing everyone, everything that she's ever loved. And she kind of just, you know, created this hex, this bubble. And Agatha was a part of it at a certain point, but it seemed that she kind of broke free. And if she was even ever under Wanda's control, and just kind of was manipulated in the situation because she wants to learn. So the fact that Wanda did not go into the sword facility and steal Vision the way that director Hayward accused her of just lets you know off rip. Hayward is also an overlapping villain in this significant storyline. Not necessarily that he's a bad guy, but just like Tony Stark, he has this urge to defend the universe by doing what he deems necessary. So what we learned in this mid-credit scene is that they have Vision's body. They did put him together. Wanda kind of did break in to see that it was Vision, but at a point she was just like, wow, you know, I'm out of here, you know, rest up, little Viz, you know, like she was hurt, but she left, and she ended up in Westview where she had a breakdown and created Vision out of her own like self, in a way, you know, out of memory, out of dreams, out of just what she really wanted. That's how she created Vision. So it's so strange to know that there's gonna be a bad Vision and a good Vision, and I think what they're gonna have is some sort of battle, like a, you know, Batman versus evil Batman. They're gonna have some sort of battle, and hopefully the right Vision wins. And at the end of it, we got to see Agatha with her children. That's the way that she was able to manipulate Wanda into showing her, you know, about her past and how she was able to actually create this hex. And she definitely took advantage of her, and at the end, she has both her kids and they're hostage. So I'm really excited to see the last episode next week, man. I can't believe it. What did you guys think of this episode? Are you ready for WandaVision to be over? Or are you ready for like 12 more episodes? Look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually like very much invested in WandaVision, especially all of the ways that they tie it in and they show you things from Endgame and Infinity War. I can't wait for whatever comes next, okay? I don't know necessarily if it's going to be Doctor Strange. I don't know if the Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to really tie into this storyline, but I'm so excited, man, just like I know that you guys are. So let me know in the comments, what did you think about this episode? And are you ready for WandaVision to be over? If not, man, I just need everyone to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell, stay tuned. You already know that it's your boy, Merc. It's been a pleasure, but I'm out.